Hey y'all, welcome to another What Else Is Going On We Go podcast episode. I'm your girl, Taria. Those of you that are watching, you can see that I have a guest. Those of you who are listening, I'm going to tell you who the guest is. We met back in y'all know the backstory, but for those of you that are new here and may not, we met back during the pandemic. I've been a guest on her podcast multiple times. She's been over here multiple times. We talk about all the things. We are actually friends in real life. She's funny. She's smart. She is the actual queen of nuance, y'all. When I tell y'all she's the queen, some things I'll be like, we don't have to have nuance on that. So everybody, welcome Miss Stephanie from Mocha Minutes podcast. Mocha Minutes on IG as well. Welcome, Stephanie.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Oh, hey, fairly middling, as my grandfather used to say.
You said,
mind you, I tried to get him to explain what that meant. He did explain, and I was just like, I still don't know, but I'm not gonna ask more questions.
Listen.
He gave me an answer. I don't have to like the answer, but I'm fine.
What he gave you, right? Exactly. I'm blessed. I keep saying I'm blessed, highly favored. Everything is working out for me. Everything is working out for us. Everything is working out for us. I'm blessed, highly favored. Whatever I ask for, it shall be given unto me, pressed down, shaken together, and running over. That goes for you and everybody listening and watching. That. We are in this together. Mm-hmm. It may not seem like it's working out, but just like when you plant a seed, you can't hear the seed grow, but then next thing you know, boom, it's there. So I'm manifesting that for all of us. What I don't have to manifest because it played last night is what is in that big can?
Oh, girl. I'm on my ratchet stuff today. This is my Arizona.
Oh, okay. I said, I know. Girl, look at you. I know that ain't a monster. That's a monster.
Wait, she was like, wait a minute. No, it's not Coke 45. Wait a minute, hold up.
It is Memorial Day, child. Like, you got Coke 45 in a Kohl's or a Newport.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Let me tell you real quick before we get into it, y'all, because it's going to be a hit it and quit it, but y'all are going to love it. I promise y'all are going to love Stephanie. Newports. So my grandmother and grandfather smoked. You know, they grew up in the South, so they were smoking when they were younger. And then my mom, we used to smoke like before I was born. I'm 42 years old, so that was shortly. She didn't, and I was like, I'm not going to smoke. But I went to college and was drinking with my friends. Uh-oh. Baby, I smoked a Newport, threw up in my closet in my apartment and said, I don't even like, I'm talking about cigarettes, y'all. Never again.
Wow.
Yeah, so, yeah. Mm-hmm. Wow. God bless. Yeah. But anyway, speaking of what's smoking, how is Atlanta for you? What are your thoughts on the season? And is the season over exceeding, under exceeding, or meeting any expectation you had before it started?
Let me give it a grade on a scale of 1 to 10. For me, is about a 7.5, and
that's not bad.
That's not bad, and it's mostly because of Angela Oakley. And I know y'all gonna get me because I'm a leaf on the oak tree. Okay, I'm a leaf. I don't know if that's what her fans are called, but I'm a leaf. And I'm like, and I get it, y'all. She. I don't want to say Angela's a liar. She just don't be telling us stuff. So I know there's some people who be like, lies by omission is lies.
Yes.
But it's like, but it's like for her, she is a very dense onion, and we're getting a whole lot of layers. I'm like, girl, we got to put a lot of layers on Angela. And Kelly is growing on me. Brittany can go. I'm like, I'm not doing this. It's like, I'm not doing this with her. And when I tell you, this is the second time that Bravo has put all their eggs in the basket with Portia. Y'all did it with her spinoff and watched how that worked out for her because everybody's like, oh, I love doing this. I'm like, how is somebody else, how are you like getting all this vitriol on your own spinoff? And now y'all just did this twice. And y'all need Kenya on this show. I am so sorry. Y'all need Kenya on this show.
The commentary that we would have received after that event would have been priceless.
And I mean, absolutely. Because that's the thing. It's like, Taria, we're old school watchers. So we have seen where people have had conflict and we get both sides. We get a lot of scenery and a lot of scenes of the whole conversation. Only having one side is just doing Atlanta a disservice.
Yes. Even if you even if you're not a Kenya, even if you're not Team Twirl, I still feel like both sides deserve to be heard.
Because I'm not Team Twirl. I'm not. And in this moment, I was like...
Same.
Yeah, this is why you should have left her alone. Because, Britt, what you're saying don't make no sense either.
Yeah.
And it's like, the way you jumped down Angela's throat when she said, what do you mean you lost your license because of this? I'm like, yeah, because that don't make no sense to me either.
Exactly. Especially when you agreed, when Shamia said, Angela, Britt told me she lost her license. Going into the season, how is it with your expectation? Again, is it meeting, exceeding, or is it under? Or did you not have any expectation?
That's the thing. I walked in, I'm gonna tell you this right now, because I knew Phaedra was coming back, and I knew that like Portia was gonna be there, and then what we heard about Kenya, I went in, I'm like, all right, Portia's coming back, clean slate. Shout out to Les. Clean slate. Everybody got a clean slate with me. Okay. And then after the premiere, I'm like, see, I gave you another chance. And it's like, I know the Songbird Sedora.
Wait, hold on a minute.
Songbird
I will be referring to her as Songbird Sedora from now on.
I'm like, girl, I'm like, it's bad enough you introduced Ralph to our screen, and now we gotta watch this man in a blazer and no shirt.
Girl.
For like 75 years now. I'm like, Drew, please leave us alone. So it's meeting my expectations, because I expected mess, because I wanted to see the fallout between Kenya and Britt. So it is meeting my expectations. But after what happened in the aftermath, y'all are like below expectations at this point.
Oh, wow. Okay. Okay, so is there anybody other than Britt that you feel isn't clicking with the cast? Including friends of who? Oh, you said Portia.
It's like, it don't make no sense to me. Let's see. Also, Matt, and she's friend of, so it's Cynthia.
I feel for her because she just looks out of place.
She looks so, and it's like, I used to, and I mean, I still kind of do. When we think about neutrals on this show, people who can just float with everybody.
Yes.
Cynthia, for me, was a prototype for a true neutral. It's her and it's Dolores. It's like, those are true neutrals to me. They can hang out with everybody and it's no issue. But for some odd reason, it just seems like Cynthia is working to be a neutral, and she's never had to do that.
Oh, that is a good point, Stephanie.
I was like, she's always just been.
Yeah.
And I was like, why I feel like you working? You ain't never had to work before.
That's a really good point.
I don't know. What do you think? It's like,
no. I'm with you. It does. That's what it feels like, and maybe that's why it doesn't feel authentic. It feels like she's working.
You're going above and beyond to fit in. When it's like, girl, you need to stand out. Angela don't work that hard. Kelly kind of don't work that hard, except whatever the hell she's doing to that dog. Because like, what is going on, man?
Her and listen, I'm a loud person. I've said this before. We know we can be loud when we laugh, talk, or whatever. When we all get together, we're loud. Black folks, that's how we can be. Mm-hmm. Kelly and Shamia have a microphone down their throat. They have a Yeti. They have deep-throated a Yeti because the volume is always.
It's like, turn the volume down. Girl, why are you yelling at me?
Just a smidge.
It's like, turn it down. And Shamia, hey, hi, come to the front. You do not wear a kente stole to no Juneteenth party. What the hell are you doing? Coming. I'm like, listen here, Nancy Pelosi. Why do you have a kente stole on? I was like, I'm cuddling with my kente stole for Juneteenth. Quickly explain to me why you're wearing a kente stole. It's like, what the heck?
Y'all knew this was coming.
I was like, I'm so offended, and I'm not even from Texas.
You said this ain't Texas. Ain't no hold on.
I was like,
oh yeah,
I'm about to hold you and shake you. That's what I'm about to do.
There is a lot with Shamia. I think for me, I wasn't blinded by the house, the wealth. I just was like, oh, we're gonna get new layers of Shamia, see sides that we haven't seen, and I'm looking forward to that. And the more that I see of Shamia, for me, explains how her and Portia were able to be friends for so long.
They are really, oh yeah, they are the original freaking frack. They
For
really are. Because I'm like,
sure.
there's a reason why y'all two been friends for so long. It's like I could tell because when you know at the premiere and Shamia was just talking about like her life and everything, and I'm like, oh girl, Shamia in charge of the girls because
Yes.
everybody know her.
Yes.
And I'm like, oh, okay, because that was, and I think it was with you years ago when I said Atlanta need an overhaul and y'all need to pull it around Candy and her friends.
Yeah,
and then
yeah.
Candy left, and I'm like, oh good, y'all put it with another person who's from Atlanta and they know everybody.
Right.
I'm like, oh yeah, that works.
But you know what? It's just like with Moneta. I like Moneta, and evidently they say Moneta is that girl in different circles. But look at how that didn't translate. Even though
It
she was a
did
friend of,
not.
she still didn't pop like Marlo did, as you know, like
They
her
like
or
her to
not.
be her.
Yeah. So it's like it takes a certain. I think women feel like. You know, and I think they've heard the people saying bring wealth back to Atlanta when Atlanta wasn't necessarily even built on that. To me, Atlanta was
It
always
was
about personality.
and opulence. It's kind of like it wasn't about
Yes.
wealth. It was just
Yes.
like opulence. Like, oh,
Yes.
y'all live fabulous lives.
Yes.
Yeah, like y'all living like, you know, caviar lives on a hot dog budget, and
Yes.
we were fine with
And
that.
it was nice to see black people living like that on
Correct.
TV.
Yeah.
So that's a good point. Like I think then once they get on the show, they find out, oh, I gotta present more than just my money or my own personal style. I'm not gonna go into the fashion because there's a part of me that wants to, then there's a part of me that's like everybody has their own individual style. But
Right.
Shamia just reminds me of someone who labels are supposed to go with my lifestyle. Like I'm supposed to have the labels, so let me make sure I always have the labels. And it's like it doesn't have to be.
It.
I mean, if you love them, great. But my question would be, does she really love them, or do you think? Because you know, certain things you feel like, oh, I got the house now, I got to have the car now, I got to have this, and it's like all that doesn't really have to
No.
go. Oh, I have a husband now, I have to have kids, I got to have the dog. It's like, so I wonder, do you think the labels are supposed to come with Juggalos?
So I don't know. I'm gonna give you this reference and let me know if I'm completely off. It's giving like first season Dorit. Where Dorit
Yes.
literally kept putting every label that she owned was on her body, and I'm like, girl,
Yeah.
Gucci down to the socks, but you got on a Prada blouse. Like, what is happening right now? It's like, ma'am, what are you wearing right now?
Yes, yes, yes. Oh my
Shamia
gosh.
is a
Yes.
beautiful woman. She's
Yes.
so beautiful. I love her home. I love that she brought back the opulence. Because I'm like, you
Yes.
got a sterling man, honey. And
Yes.
it's like,
Come on.
okay, Shamia's really a rich bitch. And I'm
Yeah.
like, oh,
Yeah.
oh, she's a rich lady. She's living your life, Portia. I'm so sorry.
You know, okay. Well, let's jump right in. Speaking of, let's start out. We got Shamia and Kelly planning this trip. What I tell you, I think I had to turn the volume down. I said, now wait a minute.
Oh my gosh.
But they're
Go
going
watch it
to
in another
Grenada.
room. You can still hear it clear as
Yeah.
day.
I did like the fact that they're going to Grenada and they're giving back. I like that.
I really like that too.
Yeah.
I really love that because I'm like, good to see, like, not the typical, let's go to Tulum. Like, girl, we are Tulumed out, okay? We're not going to Mexico, the Caribbean. Like, I love these
Yeah.
places. They're beautiful, but going to Grenada, but then also adding in, like, let's give back as well. I think that is a beautiful thing.
Yeah.
It's gorgeous. I love it. I think
I
it's really, really
wondered
good.
if, because again, when Portia was coming into the show, it was centered around Portia's back. Portia's back, right? And if her and Simon had worked out, would it have been her and Shamia planning a trip or Portia planning the trip? So and look at how many Kelly's thrown the most events,
She,
and she's planning the vacation. She's the one charged with the
Yeah.
vacation.
I was like, she always doing something. It's her. And
Yeah.
I think the second person is Angela. I'm
yes.
Like, and then maybe Shamia to a certain extent.
Yeah.
But it's like, I'm glad that like all these newbies are doing something. It's like, Portia, you can't do nothing because that man's like gave a cease and desist, and Bravo's like, we are not touching this.
Yep. And that's what people were saying, that, oh, she's not allowed. No, it's not that she wasn't allowed. He just issued a cease and desist, and Bravo was like, well, we're just not, like you said, we're just
like,
not going to get
we
involved.
We are not getting into this. I'm like y'all figure this out. Let us know when y'all figure this out. But I guess we not.
So we're going to Grenada. Yay, today's. Isn't that what Kenya said?
Today's. And I love this. I'm like, yes, please, international trips. Love it. Because it's going to be a hot ass mess.
Girl.
Every international trip they've ever had, it's always been something, at least one part has been a hot ass mess.
You remember when Marlo snatched that fan? When Portia snatched the fan and started crying because of the mat, because her mama bought her that mat. Grandmama gave me that chain.
It's small. I said, you are arguing about a welcome mat. It's like,
I remember at the time being like, it's sentimental to her, y'all. Stop. And I still feel that way. Portia, I get it.
I get it.
Sort of like when Debo took that boy's chain. My grandma bought me that chain. My mama bought me that mat.
Yeah, chain.
How dare you?
How dare you? I was like, oh.
When they was pulling the fan back and forth, I'm going to have to go watch that scene.
Girl, because it was just like, we are arguing about this. Because I'm like, I always loved Marlo as friend of, but she lost me. When she and Kenya, y'all showed y'all whole ass in front of Big Frida. I'm like, do you know how much I want to have dinner with Big Frida and eat those smashed potatoes? I will smack all of you.
Yeah. Big Frida was looking like,
she's like, I'm just here. She's like, I just came here to dance. That's
right, like that's it. That's it. All of this, no.
Like,
but all right, so we're going to Grenada. Let's get our bathing suits ready. Next up, Portia had to give us a scene because you ain't buying no house. Because you're fighting to stay in the one you're in. I guess she's saying she didn't know what will happen. I also feel like this was a scene that would enable her to talk about the divorce in a way. Because I guess in their clause, they're not supposed to speak negatively about each other. And that's one of his issues. So I guess this was a way of her being able to have a personal scene why she's looking for a house, to give her story some,
Yeah, because I wonder what happened to her house that she had bought.
That she gave it to Miss Diane. No, she gave yes.
Oh, okay.
Miss Diane is living there.
I was like, don't she just have?
Yeah, she gave it to Miss Diane.
Then, girl, then move back in with your mama. What you leaving?
Yeah, she gave it to Miss Diane. So,
hey, Diana.
And I know people are saying, I've said this before. People are saying, if you notice. Look at the amount Portia was looking at, a 4,000. She said her other one was 4, but the one she got with Simon was 7, but he sold 2 homes and put down 2.5. So then that brings the house down to 4 point something. So people are like, she's never going to be able to afford to live there. She's not going to be paying mortgage on a $7 million home. She's going to be paying mortgage on a home minus 2.5 and whatever lump sum she gets if they enforce this prenup. So that's why I'm like, Portia's not trying to leave that house. She's got that beautiful house, and he put down that down payment, and now all you got to do is pay the mortgage, and if you can afford whatever that range is. Now she ain't trying to leave that house.
Because I know I would. It's like, girl, he's in detention. He's being detained right now. You could literally just go back to that house.
And to me, it's all on her YouTube. Now you can see it on the YouTube. Like she films in the house on the YouTube and stuff. Yeah.
That's where she's filming. I was wondering where she was filming.
Yes.
Because I don't really watch the videos, but I was just like, whose house is she? I just thought she was in Miss Diane's house. No, that's what I thought.
She's in her house.
Oh.
Yeah.
Because that season 6 don't have nothing to do with her YouTube.
Nothing. And now, she actually got, the judge ruled, I believe she could film in the house. So.
Oh, okay.
Even though the season's over, but so I was like, okay.
Oh, I guess she coming back next season, child. I guess that's what that means. Oh, good. The judge said we could do it. I'll be back for season 17.
To be able to talk about the fallout of my divorce and what happened. That's what she's going to tell us, at least. I'll tell Bravo, I'll be able to give you more. Because, they're not going to not bring her back because they banked on it being around her.
Y'all put too much eggs in y'all basket, and y'all did this the last time.
Yeah.
And it's like, and now y'all doing it. I'm like, I'm sorry. Y'all need some balance, and
Yeah.
It's not. It's unbalanced. It's uneven. It's like it's unequally yoked on that show.
Yeah. And what we have learned with these shows is it's not one person carries the show, despite people saying Teresa carries Jersey. If there were no Melissa or Joe to fight with, outside of the storyline about her going to jail, that's been long. That's gone. Like that's gone. What now moving forward? But no one person to me can carry a show. You need those other personalities to pull from, the Nenes, the Kenyas, even the Cynthia, like you said, even in her, like we need other personalities.
Yeah, we don't need everybody. Everybody can't be rah rah all the time. That's why
Yeah.
I love a Cynthia and a Dolores who can just be there, right? So it's like because when they did that with Jersey, I'm like, that is because she was the biggest star, and it's like, yeah,
Yeah.
I've noticed y'all have never done that again because they didn't do it in Salt Lake. They're not doing it in Potomac where
Yeah.
people are in jail. It's like they had to. It was like y'all didn't think that cast would be strong enough without Teresa.
You need, yeah, yeah, they definitely.
I kind of agreed.
Yeah, no, I agree too. Yeah.
But notice they are not doing that anymore. Where they pausing it just for one cast member. They're not doing it again.
Yeah. I don't think so either because I think they realize the audience we have short memories.
Very. Because people I'm like, so y'all don't remember what happened with Phaedra. I'm sorry. I'm jumping ahead because when
I was going to say that, but we're going to get there. We're going to get there. Get it. Okay. All right. So Shamia. Okay. Oh, I'm about to get pissed off. Oh, I'm about to get pissed off. Okay. Shamia is in her interview talking about Drew. And I wanted to scream, do you really think this woman is singing about when she says, I speak 5 different languages? She's talking about actual languages. And so let's jump to the after show. She tells Kelly, and I'm paraphrasing, but basically Drew told her, no, it's about love languages. She said, well, I pulled up the lyrics to her phone and the lyrics don't say love languages, Drew. Drew said, well, then it's a typo. And she was like, you can't find anybody like to put the lyrics in right. I said, girl, you want to prove your point so bad that Drew is a liar that you want to make us think she's lying. Who would get in a song, speak about 5 different languages and then say, well, the lyrics don't say that. Girl, what? And then on the after show was like, I gave you shine. I gave you publicity. All publicity is good publicity, even if it's bad. Y'all go buy it. And then she said, Dennis is a really good businessman. And what I didn't want, like, I'm happy for Drew. Basically, I'm glad she worked with Dennis. He's a good businessman. I just didn't want what does she call it? The not salaciousness, but for lack of a better term, I can't remember her term. She said, I just didn't want the salaciousness to mess it up. Girl, you started it by bringing it up the first episode of the season. So now you're on the after show saying, Dennis did such a good job with Drew. Dennis is a good businessman. It's good that she worked with him, but I just didn't want the rumors around it to affect it. I said, girl, so for now you to be sitting in an interview making it about Drew,
girl,
I was like cringing because I remember in real time when that interview was, girl, you really thought I got 5 on it, thought she was saying English, French,
girl,
Portuguese.
What do you think? She's adding Swahili? Like, be for real. It's like I don't know what it. I'm like, what is your issue, girl? You are doing this thing with Drew, and this is why she called you a lapdog, because you and Drew don't have no issue.
Never.
So it's like, what is your like? You and Drew don't have no issue. So what is your real issue with Drew? It's like you don't have one, babe.
Yeah, and that's what I get. I do. It does feel like, oh, Drew is going to be the easy target this season. We'll make a beef with Drew so we don't have to really see that Portia doesn't. She has stuff going on in her personal life. She just can't or won't or is understandably afraid to talk about it. But then don't try to make this fake beef to me is like, because on the after show last week, was it last week? Drew was very clear. Like, I've talked to Portia off camera. And we know she did because it came out in the episode. Portia keeps skirting around it.
She's acting like she didn't. She's acting like there is no text messages. Because, this whole text message of you saying Dennis said something, it's like, really? If it was there, how come it didn't pop up on the screen?
Come on.
Where is it? Because any other time, they show the text messages. It's like, so you
Baby,
didn't get that screenshot to them? How very interesting.
when I tell you, I'm like, the narrative that y'all are trying to create around you is like, pick
It's so
something else.
weird.
Yeah, it is weird. And I'm
Girl,
like,
pick a new struggle.
is it because she's got real talent? Shamia, you're talented too. Shamia constantly takes
Mm-hmm.
shot. Oh, Drew wishes she could hit these notes. I have not heard Drew take a shot at Shamia's vocal abilities.
Ever. It's like I would be like, girl, as much as Drew liked to say, like when she said Michael Jordan's my cousin,
Girl,
I knew for a fact that was a lie. It's
come
like
on.
she's like, of course it is. I'm like, I know she's just kidding, but y'all like, oh, and why would she lie? And also, why would you say it in front of Angela Oakley?
Come
Her
on. But
husband is Charles Oakley. He's like,
friends with Michael Jordan. And I don't know if they are now. At least they were.
they were, yeah. So it's like,
He's the one that made it so that Charles could got on the NBA people reached out to Michael Jordan, the commissioner, to broker a call between the owner of the one that caused that commotion,
mm-hmm,
Charles, Michael, and the NBA, was it the commissioner or somebody? So
mm-hmm.
Angela has access.
It's like, girl, what? Why? It's
What do you
like,
think about this
girl,
whole? I don't want to get there yet. I'll wait.
okay.
Okay. So anything else about Shamia in the studio? When she was calling her a liar as she was leaving, I want that, like, is Shamia, that's all Shamia has said she lied about unless they cut it. So what else? Other
What
than the
else?
Michael Jordan thing. Okay. If y'all
Yeah,
want to say we don't think she was kidding. Okay, that's cool. Fine. She
that's
lied
cool.
about it. Yep. All right.
Okay.
What else?
It's like, what else? What else is she lying about? Because it's like the thing about it is like, why are y'all literally wanting to believe Portia so much, even though we have not seen Dennis say anything like that? Because even in the scene where she called Dennis, and this is what she said, he's like, "You can't believe that," and
he was like this in the camera,
right, I was like,
half his face.
first of, I was like, "Girl," he's like, "Well, you can't believe that." I'm like, she got it from your baby mama.
And Dennis is trying to play, instead of saying to Portia, look, this is what it is. You playing dumb with Portia and you playing dumb with Drew.
Mm-hmm. It's like, what is this, Love After Lockup? Like, what the heck am I watching right now? It's like, girl, it's like watching a triangle on Love After Lockup. It's like, girl, what is this?
Girl. Well, speaking of,
sad.
I was gonna say I was trying to think of a smooth transition. Child, I just cannot. Child, let's just get to it. Britt and her husband in them robes talking about her. Wait, bare and naked. I felt okay. It could have been just me. I thought there were times she said bare and naked, and then there were times when she said bare naked, and times when she said
I thought she said bare naked. That's why I was like,
okay,
isn't there makeup? I'm like, isn't there a makeup that says bare naked? I was like, wait a minute. We mean bare naked.
Let me see. Let me look it up.
I was like, wait a minute. I thought she said bare naked, and I'm like, I thought that was somebody's, like, there was a like there's a, I don't know. I'm like, wait a minute. Why does that sound familiar?
Let's see.
And then
what did we say? Bare naked?
Yeah. I was like, is that like somebody's makeup? I'm like, I could have sworn I saw something that said bare naked, but I could be.
I don't see it. I mean, I see a lot of bare nakeds, but like bare naked noodles, bare naked botanicals, bare naked ladies. Oh, I ain't gonna click on that. Maybe later.
Oh, wait, that's a group too. I was like, wait a minute, is that a wrong group? Bare naked ladies. Look at her. She's like, nope, I'm gonna watch the booties belts later.
Exactly. But that, like, their scene together when she was like, I don't know why it was cringy when she was like, I got the Botox. He was like, I can't see the Botox. And she was like, you're so funny. I'm like, did we miss something?
Brent, you and your husband, y'all are never beating those allegations of a lavender marriage. Y'all are not beating those allegations.
Because I'm sitting here like, what husband says that? Now, I don't have a husband, but I'm sitting here like, oh, I don't see the Botox.
I would have to ask Corey. I mean, he probably would be like, if I told him I'm going to go get Botox, he'd be looking to see like, oh,
like,
okay,
okay.
The first time I went to the Dominicans and came home with it wrapped, he said, I thought you were getting your hair done. I was like, oh no, this is how it goes. If you want to leave it wrapped, this is how it is.
It's like, wait, I thought you get like, no, you got to leave it wrapped
because I'm not going nowhere, so we just gonna leave it like that. But yeah, but I mean, but then also a part of me feels like people are so quick to jump on these husbands, right? Oh, they're gay or they're this, or like that's such a, you know. I'm like, but he does seem supportive of
He
her.
does. He does. Look here, I want to be in a lavender marriage with Coleman Domingo. Okay, it's like, look, this is what I want.
Baby.
He is so fine and
He
he's
would
so
be
beautiful.
fly. Yeah.
I'm like, I recommend y'all watching the 4 seasons on Netflix because I love that show. It was very, very good season. I'm just like, when people start saying it, I'm like, I didn't see. I was like, now I can't unsee it. As soon as y'all said it, now I can't unsee this now.
I didn't.
Because I wasn't thinking, I'm like,
right.
I didn't see Lavender Marriage before. It just seemed like, it's like, with the, like, when you get new housewives and the husbands on the first season, they all the husbands always seem uncomfortable on screen.
That's what I feel. It's not like they don't love her. They don't. Now, when we get to Charles and Angela, I do have some opinions that, but I feel like people may say that about me and I know he loves me boots down. And even the same, it's like, until you get comfortable, you don't quite know, okay. Act your natural selves. The camera's right here. Go ahead.
Exactly. It's like they all the husbands always seem uncomfortable. Like the family, the husbands, they always seem uncomfortable.
Yeah.
The kids, like little kids, are like.
I was gonna say the kids, and then some of the family members be doing a lot. It's like, okay, all right.
Yeah. It's like, girl, what? What is this?
But like you said, now I can't unsee it.
I can't unsee it now, and I'm like, oh, girl, you not beating them allegations, girl.
So,
murder was the case that they gave you.
Girl, you said lavender was the case that they gave.
I'm like, I can't unsee this. Oh God,
was that Beanie, right? Beanie Siegel, right? Was that Beanie that sang that song? Murder is the case that they gave
Snoop. That man.
Oh, that wasn't Beanie. Oh, all right then.
Yeah,
my bad.
That was that man who's now trying to dance around what he did.
Like, girl.
Yeah, you ain't like, nope, we're not doing this because you definitely wasn't giving no grace to the people who did it before you.
Yeah,
You're like, let me try to explain this away. No, baby.
Girl, I was like, absolutely not. I'm not even going to talk. Like when I heard him on the Breakfast Club, that snippet, I was like, nope, thanks.
Yeah, I didn't even listen to it. I'm like, yeah, I don't want to hear you try to explain this. And like, Charlamagne, keep that same energy when he in your face.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you remembered, oh crap, Snoop really does no gang members. Yeah, he do. He do. That's why y'all keeping it cute.
Yeah. Disappointing to say the least. But I want everybody listening and watching, I need y'all to let us know. Do y'all, like, in the comments, wherever, do y'all think that it is a lavender marriage? Or were y'all like us and like, you didn't see it, and then you're like, huh? Because again, like you said, now I feel like I'm looking for it. And I'm like, well, maybe it's just, maybe that's just him. Like, he kind of sounds like he has a New York accent. I'm like, is he from, sort of, but not sort of, but sort of, but not sort of, I don't know.
Yeah.
Anyway, all right.
I'm not sure.
Let's move on to Angela and Charles. I'm going to ask you, has your opinion of Charles Oakley in relation to Angela changed, or your thoughts about him and their interactions changed from when they were first on screen till now?
Yes, it has, because he started talking more. It's like, before, he was just looking good in his white suit. I'm like, oh, look at Charles Oakley. He has aged very well. And it's like, he wasn't saying anything.
Better, because he used to look like David Alan Grier, if you go back and look him up.
It was like, oh, he looked good. I'm like, okay. I'm like, okay, Angela, I see it. I see the work. I see the work. And then he started, I'm like, Lord, can we get back to him just not saying anything and cleaning the kitchen because he cooking all damn day because he retired? Can we just get back to that? Because now I'm like, sir, please stop talking. Please stop talking. Because you're making Angela look like Boo Boo the Fool right now.
And that's my thing. And I'm so tired of people giving him, oh, he's just the older black man pass. I get that. I get that's how they are. But it's like, yo, like, that to me, I used to tell Corey, if, like, you can't be it could be a joke, right? Joking on each other. But you continue to do that. People think that they can joke on your wife. Yeah. Like, that's not cool. Like,
yeah, people learn how they can treat someone's significant other by the way that you treat them. It's like, oh, okay. So it's like, you be making all these jokes about her. Like, I can't. It's like, they were like, well, why you get mad at me for making a joke? You ain't saying nothing about your husband doing it. And it's like, that's not an excuse for me. Like, well, he's an older black man. Like, y'all didn't give Peter that. Y'all didn't give Greg that, and Greg never gave that when it came to Lanithia. You also didn't give it for Juan, because y'all damn sure said, what the fuck is Juan's problem?
Right.
What is Juan's problem?
Right.
It's like, so it's like, if y'all not giving grace, it's like, girl, what is it? Because I think it's really because they want to find something wrong with it. Like, we're poking holes in Angela because it's her first season.
Yeah.
I see it.
Yeah. Like, I just, outside of, a producer saying, do you love her? And it's a joke. Even if that is you.
What question is that? I'm like, why would that even come up as, like, do you love her? It was
right.
Like,
to me, and that's what it all felt like, a little bit of a little set up to have conversation going. Because why, like, were y'all talking about something before that we didn't see? You know how sometimes they'll be talking about something before, but only leave in. So, like, were y'all talking about something before for that question to come up?
Yeah, because I'm like, what were y'all talking about before? Because I get it. There are some people, and I was like, and I'll stick to black men here. There's some older black men and younger black men who they don't do PDA.
Yeah,
they're like, look, it's like my affection for my wife is for the bedroom where I tear down her walls. Or outside, I am not going to show y'all. I'm like, look here, I'm not showing y'all nothing. Right. There's some people who are like that. That's not an age, but I've known it's like there's some black men who just feel that way, and that's how they operate. There's some black men who's like, y'all see how bad my wife is? She a badass bitch, ain't she?
Yeah.
Don't call me no bitch.
Yeah, like, yeah. But yeah, you're right. Mm-hmm. But then even if he is that, there's still like a way to show up on camera for your.
There's a way, and for him, it's like he gives off that, because how some of these husbands are. Man, I'm just here. This is her thing. This is not my thing.
Yeah,
this is her thing.
And I could literally
definitely what Juan Dixon did. He's like, this Robin's thing. I don't know why y'all worry about what I'm doing.
Yeah, but it's like in the process, you don't have to make her look foolish. Mm-hmm. Like I could see Corey being like, this is Taria's thing, but he ain't gonna make me look foolish in the process, or like me just out there. Like when they were, first of all, they're $2 million in debt because of the house, the one house that we were in. She said they raised it up to $499. Then reduce the price back to the original cost she paid for it. I was like, when she said $2 million in debt, I was like, child, my debt is, oof, okay.
It's like, girl, I'm just sitting here. It's like, I'm like, you're just saying it with a straight face without breaking down. I swear I break down and cry. I'm like, y'all don't understand.
In hives.
I'm gonna be in heaven. They're like, excuse me, you ain't make your payment this month. I'm like, oh. It's like, girl, you're gonna be paying it back. You know what? I had a thought. This reminds me of Ray Huger with Karen. Oh. He is not, like, he was always there. He wasn't the most affectionate man. And then you had them scenes where it was just like, they asked, did you love Karen? And he didn't say just flat out yes. And
he said, like, I think, didn't he say, I think so? I think Karen.
So. And I was like, it's like, so if y'all going to call out Ray, y'all can call out Charles Oakley.
Yeah, because it's like,
just call it out.
I see some people
or call him out. Pick one.
Yeah. Because I see some people doing that, but then other people saying, "Oh, he's the black man." It's like that. I'm so sick. Like, oh,
that's not an excuse.
Yeah, it's
not. That's not.
But that is a good one. Yeah, and the way he invests in her, like Karen did, Ray did with Karen.
It's like, I mean, they ain't had no pre-production meeting when they was talking about that daggone move down the Great Fall. I'm like,
right?
Production meeting? It's like, oh no, that's not the reason. Raymond, shut up.
Right.
That's the lie she telling them. Okay, yep. Girl, one band, one sound. Raymond. One band,
Charles,
one sound.
That's what you need to be on. One band, one sound.
One band, one sound.
When she was talking to him about, the house that, and what I got from it, and tell me this what you got from when she was like, when mom went and got a house for bleep, they bleeped the name out. That kind of left her in a bad situation. I wonder if she was thinking, why didn't they just buy a house from me?
Instead of going out to go get a house.
Yeah. And does that mean, Angela, did they then sell the house that they lived in, the one that they bought them for $499,000? Or is that the one that they're standing in? Like, I don't know. Like, I was confused.
I don't understand, because I'm like, what house do you and her daughter and her sister live in, and now that we're peeling back the layer of why her daughter didn't tell her she got married. I'm like, you didn't say you were marrying a lady. And it's like, oh, I hope you are not letting your daughter live in a house with your homophobic sister, because that's what it's coming off as.
Yeah.
And I'm like, wait a minute, why she call her a demon?
A demon, yeah.
Because I'm like, I'm an aunt. You're an aunt. And you're like, I would never call my niece or nephew a demon. Ever.
That goes back to me. I just like...
I was like, wait a minute, why would she call her that?
Yeah. Yeah. She's
spoiling the title, but, I'm just saying, like...
Yeah, exactly. Multiple things can be true, right?
Two things could be true.
Because who are you to think that you can drive a car just because your mama bought it for your grandmother? Correct. That means it's hers.
For your grandmother, not, yeah. It's like you can ask her. And if she say no, you going to, girl, if you don't just go get in an Uber and shut up.
Ciao. So I'm confused about what happened to that house. If y'all know, let me know. Because she said she just went and got another house. So where is that house?
Yeah. Because she got 5 rental property, I'm sorry, not rental, investment.
Yes.
Property. I'm like, girl, this seems like a money pit, and these are bad
investments.
That's what it's coming off as, and I don't like this.
I'm wondering at the reunion, I hope they ask her if she sold any.
Yeah, because I want to know. Because I'm like, girl, $2 million. I'm like,
Angela, why you ain't Portia, why you ain't call Angela to show you around?
Okay. It's like, I know you brought Kelly. She's like, there's no water in the pool.
Child.
Because she ain't turned the water. Maybe the water off, child. I don't know.
Right. And then when they showed the contractor giving you, was that the contract that she was talking to? He was like, my people will be in a week. Da-da-da. If y'all are watching, y'all can see Stephanie froze up for a little bit. Is you there?
I am here. I can hear you.
Okay, good. We'll make sure you'll unfreeze. So y'all just look at her laughing.
Don't freeze.
But so... Oh yeah, the contractor. So was that the contractor that she was talking to? That was making all them promises?
But I'm like, a week? Girl.
And that was a month ago.
So I'm like, who is this person?
And child,
I don't know how you getting it done in a week.
And now that's your first introduction to, assuming is that your introduction to TV?
Girl.
And then Angela said, child, when she immediately it came out of my mouth. And not that he doesn't care, but when she apologized, I said, he don't care. He doesn't.
I'm like, why is she apologizing? I was like, because when she apologized to him, I'm like, I'm sorry, why are you apologizing right now?
And I guess what I got from that was when the blow up happened with Charles and the mom, the mama was telling her one thing. Charles was trying to tell her another about how it happened. And she just immediately went to the mom's side.
Okay. Because I was worried, because I was like, did I miss something?
Yeah. And maybe actually, let me take that back. Maybe the mom didn't tell her anything because she apologized after the mom told her this, like when they were talking and when they showed the flashback. So maybe the mom didn't tell her anything, but she just like Candy, that's my mama. And so maybe
we don't, look here, shaky voice. We don't need no more of that. Because I'm like, you better look. And it's like, every time I see that, people are like, oh my God, Candy. And I'm like, y'all act like y'all cuss out y'all mamas. Y'all act like y'all fuss y'all mamas out. Like, I'm so sorry. Why y'all? I'm like, I'm like New York. I don't care if my mama wrong. What you not gonna do is talk to my mama any kind of way, and that's on period.
Talk to me crazy, yeah. Oh, like, no. Don't get me started on Mama Joyce. Common. Good. When she said good.
I was like, did she just about to pick up a shoe? And I was like, what you about to do?
Carmen was just sitting there like,
she's like, whoa, Baba. I'm like,
crazy.
Now, Candy, you know daggone well that lady don't like Carmen for some god awful reason.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
yeah,
she ain't got no real.
It ain't no real thing, right?
Ain't no real issue.
All right, so then we get to Angela says Britt reached out, invited us to this golf event. Charles says, you say hi to the both of us. Oh, first he said, this means I ain't got to go. No, sir, you're going. We know that. Girl, we at the country club.
She only want to bring her husband?
That's what I said. Where is Michael? Where is Britt's husband? I said, it's interesting how all these years they wouldn't give Shamia a peach because her husband wouldn't be a part. He's barely a part now.
Anything. So it's like he's not really at anything. So I'm like, I don't know what took y'all so long.
It's like, did y'all cut scenes out? Because if not, He's not adding anything now.
He ain't really there. He's been on the phone. He live in your phone, Shamia, and y'all live in the same manner. It's like, what is happening right now? It's like, right. It's like, wait a minute. And to your point, Britt, this is your event. Where is her husband? I'm like,
Mike wasn't sitting down at the table. Yeah. In the beginning, remember when they got there in the beginning and nothing was set up?
Oh, okay.
And then again, when the ladies, when everybody had a menu, and it was just supposed to be the ladies. Well, we already knew what it was going to be when we arrived there. They're not ready.
They're not set up. I'm sorry. What does golfing have to do with shapewear?
So I said
that makes no sense to me.
She could have at least made it seem like no, because she did center it around golfing. Because even if it had been around,
it could have been like a tea party. We can't have high tea.
Yeah,
a pillow fight. A slumber party. Like what?
If she had left it just around the country club, she could have framed it like women want to look and feel their best when they get here. Like she could have leaned in that direction. But on the after show, Cynthia says she wears hers. Drew said, I wore mine in one of my videos, and Angela said she can't wear hers because it's an extra large. And Cynthia was like, I got an extra large and I needed mine. Like Angela, to me, her frame is smaller than everybody. When you look at her, she's so like
she's just tall.
Yeah,
so it's like I think she's taller than Cynthia.
Yeah, so like for shapewear sucks you in, so you don't get your regular size. So the fact that you gave her an extra large, but the ladies on the after show, like I said, Drew said she wore hers in her music video, and Cynthia said she wears hers. So, but Kelly and Shamia arrived. They're not set up shop. When I said, Britt, girl, you just gave us more insight into your life. She said, and I quote, she just wanted to let everybody get a taste of Britt Edie's life. And I said, the event and the space is just like her life. The aerial view is beautiful. Because remember, they showed the aerial view of the country club? The aerial view of your life is beautiful. But inside, you're not together and don't nobody know what's going on with you, Britt.
No.
So so your event mirrored your life.
Yeah. So Kelly was correct.
Yeah, when she said that the country club people don't even seem like they know her. Like, girl, your neighbors don't know you.
It's like, girl, I'm like, I truly cannot wait till we get to why the hell Kelly and Britt are not okay. And I'm like,
and Shamia too. Did she actually speak on her child?
It's like, girl, what? It's like, what is happening? It's like, I'm like, Britt, what do you mean everybody wasn't supposed to get food? I'm like, I'm sorry.
Girl.
You're a bunch of black people. You're not going to get me to no country club and give me a finger sandwich.
Girl.
That's not going to happen.
And even if you did, I mean, she didn't even have like we're going to call this like a continental brunch type with sandwiches. And like, you didn't even have that. Did they have any food to snack on, or was it just drinks?
It's like I just saw drinks. I didn't see nobody walking around giving out hors d'oeuvres, honey. It's like, girl, you should have told them, bring your box lunch, BYOB, bring your own, BYOF, bring your own food, because we ain't gonna have no food for you. So girl, stop by the McDonald's and get you a quarter pounder with cheese, because we ain't gonna have no food for you.
Here's my thing. She said the other people weren't supposed to have menus.
So what does that mean?
They were I was gonna say they were still gonna see the ladies eat.
So they'd be like, I'm sorry, is someone gonna come to our table? Like you could have had a plated dinner for the ladies because they're filming, and that's fine. And then have a buffet set up for everybody else. And say, okay, table 3, y'all go, table 7, y'all go. That's what y'all could have did. I'm like,
that on the after show, Cynthia was like, I would have ordered some pizzas immediately. And they were, because in the after show, it's Cynthia, Angela, and Drew together. Phaedra, Portia, Britt, and then Kelly and Shamia. Yeah.
Makes no sense to me.
Yeah. So they were like, I would have ordered pizza immediately.
You should have got some baby shower meatballs for them folks.
Girl.
And some chicken wings. They'd have been fine.
Yes, something. Like, it was so, Stephanie, my butt, you know, like when you get secondhand embarrassed, your butthole goes like this. Like this.
Oh, girl. I'm like, this is a hot mess. And that's the thing. It's like, if this is your, like, I don't know if there's a soft launch, hard launch of your event, I'm like, girl, you need to put your best foot forward because this is Atlanta. And it's being filmed. overwhelmed.
It's the biggest platform you've had so far.
Like, girl, we didn't know who you were.
To
you
me,
gonna have to like work this out.
To me, this gives. I just decided to do this because when I got on this show, because everybody wants to have a business, just like Kelly in the Nana's Chicken and Waffles location. She showed it thinking, okay, I'll get it together and so that people could go to it. And so it's the same thing to me. It was like Britt, you just do this event together.
So she doesn't have multiple restaurants that do chicken and waffles. Is it just one?
Just the one. And then I think they had it. Y'all let me know. I think they had one before that might have closed or he shut down without her knowledge. And then I think that's what she said. And so they have this main one location and they're trying to open this other one, but she's being sued for the one I believe she showed on the show for $150,000.
That's why she's being sued. Okay, because I saw, I'm like, wait a minute, what?
She hasn't paid the rent and open. What I didn't know was, I didn't know, I guess with business buildings and contracts, not only was she not paying, they also mentioned she wasn't open. So and that makes sense. They're like, I don't care if you can pay me the money, you need to be open maybe. So she's not open and she didn't get the right permits and stuff like that. So to me, it's like, I have this platform that I'm going to try to be shown. And that's what Britt gave me.
Okay, question. Did this give you pause when she was with her kids and talking about food and they ain't want her to cook? And I'm like, time out, how the heck you got a restaurant? And they're like, oh, girl, she can't cook.
I did think about Angela talking about the waffles and how they weren't good. But then I thought, okay, she does have cooks in the kitchen. So maybe.
Right. Because even with Candy, it was just like she got all her different restaurants. However, Candy could still cook.
But then on top of that, Candy had different. People were saying you go to OLG one day the food is good, go the next day it's not. And they were saying because she said she had different cooks and they weren't all going by one standard recipe.
They weren't. I was like, wait a minute, how do y'all don't have standard recipes?
That's like, how do y'all not say, okay, everybody's using 3 cups of flour, 2 cups of this, 2 cups of that.
Cooks I will say, my catfish nuggets were very, very good. And
you went?
The drink was good. I've gone to Old Lady Gang.
Okay.
And I think I don't know, I can't remember if it's the one that was features on the show or not. I can't remember. But my food, it wasn't bad at all. The food looked good. My drink was extra strong, but it was really good.
Okay. Corey wanted to go. I remember when they first opened, him and I had went to Atlanta. I think it was, was it 2016? It might have been. And we drove, child, that line was so far down the block. We were like, no. And then we went again when, Sky did her first year at GSU. And he was like, you want to go? And I was like, I saw Patrick outside. The first time I saw Aunt Nora. And then the second time I saw Patrick. He owns the parking lot that they used to park. So
maybe that, because I think I saw a few of the people from the show when I went to the one. So it may have been the original one. It may have been.
Okay.
Because I think I saw Chandrika.
Oh.
She was a hostess.
Okay.
I'm like, I didn't buck up the nerve to like ask her for a picture because I'm like, they were busy because it was crowded.
Yeah, and you just wanted them to,
And I was just like, I just wanted them to get their stuff done. So it was like, okay.
Chandrika.
So maybe, I don't know.
One day there's going to be
I miss that show.
Now. Me too. I do. I enjoyed
Candy
it.
and the gang. Justice for them.
Yeah. And justice for the shapewear that was thrown into these boxes without even the toilet paper. I said a bodysuit in a box. That's what
no tissue paper. I was like, girl, who is doing this is your introduction, honey.
And okay, what do you think about this? Do you think only the ladies should have been gifted one? Okay, I understand you can't gift everybody one, but like, how could that work? Like, maybe.
How did you not have it for everybody? So why
that's
are
what
they
I
coming?
Well, see, that's what I was thinking. Like, you don't at least have samples for people to touch.
Like a little swag bag for everybody who came.
Yes.
It's
even
like,
if it was.
Like, y'all could have just gave her like a little bag with a coupon.
Yes.
Like, you ain't got nothing?
Yes.
They just showing up for what?
And then the way they walked out, it was so embarrassing. Like the way Cynthia said, if y'all want to reconcile, then act like you want to. And I'm sure there was different cuts and stuff. But then the way they just showed them all leaving, I was like, this is so embarrassing. Let's get into the table. First of all, them girls went out there and played golf. I said, Britt, like it was just all around. It was so cringy. Corey was watching with me. He said, now that's the last place you should be putting hold. Like, They don't want them people don't want holes in there.
They don't want holes in that green. It's like, why? It's like, do you see people paying? Like, your shoes are
People,
very cute, but
yeah.
literally, bring you some golf shoes.
He plays golf. Child, I'll never forget when he first started playing. He was going with a group of guys, and
Oh.
I said, "What are you wearing?" And I was like, "You're just learning. They all know. You may not win, but you're gonna be the best looking one out there." Child, you would have thought he was Bagger. Wait, who's Bagger Vance? Is that a good golfer?
Oh, that was from a movie.
Wasn't that movie
Was
Will
that Will
Smith?
Smith? Yeah,
Yeah.
Legend of Bagger Vance. It's like, you know.
Or was that the one that was that the one that carried the bag? Y'all let me
I think it was. Girl, now I don't even know.
Either way, he was fly, okay? And I made sure he had his golf shoes and his glove. I remember I was at Dick's at the store. I was like, "Do he need two of these?" They were like, just one. I was like, okay. But girl, when they went out there to play golf, I said, "This is crazy to me." Is she not embarrassed?
She needs to be. Because, like, if you're going to have a golf event, at least have, like, a golf pro, maybe to be out there with different groups or something.
Just like Orange County. That would have been, yeah.
It's like, y'all didn't think, girl, you might as well just went to Top Golf. Like, what we doing here?
Yes, and I wondered if she had to pay to, because what they did to that grass. Maybe not, maybe that's included in their membership. I don't know, but I feel like
I know they sent her an invoice.
Well, I feel like, did y'all just become members a few weeks before? That way you could find a reason to film at the country club? Because, girl. All right, so let's get into the table. After that cringy, the boxes and stuff.
Girl.
Angela gets her extra large. She gives Lady the bodysuit.
No presentation. None. Zero, zilch, nada.
It could have been, I was imagining it could have been so beautifully wrapped with a nice little card. Like you said, like a something, like postcards from the business, something.
Yeah.
Like
something. Something. I'm
so
like,
embarrassing.
Did you think about this? I'm like, I want to know, did you have a team meeting? Do you have a team? Brittany, where is your scooter?
Where is it?
It's like, girl, because I'm like, this is embarrassing.
Yeah. You popping another one of them Arizonas? I said,
I'm sorry, wait, you're not saying. I can't help it. I love them.
You said, I'm
telling you, I've taken a much needed vacation. Whereas, like, I'm having a staycation to just relax because it's been a very hard since February. Yeah, like it's been a hard 3 months for me mentally.
Yeah.
So I am just like, I needed a few days to just not do anything. And that includes literally just watching good shows and drinking Arizonas.
I love that. And let your body enjoy it and not be thinking I should be doing this. Let your body enjoy it.
Yeah.
I'm wanting to give it. I've been thinking I need that too, but I'm like, it'll come. It'll get there. But yeah,
when you're ready for it, you'll do it.
Yeah,
because you don't want your body to sit you down.
Oh, child, now you sound
That's
like
the
my
worst.
mama. You sound like my mama. Lord, you're right. You're right.
It's like, girl, because like either sit down or God and your body is going to sit you down. Now I told you sit down.
Yeah, you're right.
Okay, maybe you need some help.
And that happens swift. Like.
Yeah.
Does, well, I'm glad that you are taking the time to take care of your mental health and letting this be one of the shows to help you lead the way.
Yes, girl. I need them because it's like, oh gosh, I'm caught up on so many other shows and not caught up on others. I'm like, I can't believe I left the boat show behind.
Oh yeah,
I have been watching Below Deck,
and that was your show. That used to be my show too. Yeah. I'm
like, I don't want to watch no boats right now.
Yeah, that's how I feel. It comes in waves.
Yeah, but and this don't even have to be like. I watched this whole season of Love After Lockup this season.
Oh wow!
I hadn't watched a full season of Love After Lockup in years, and I watched it with my mother, and I'm just like, this girl, I fell off the boat with this too, and I'm sitting here like, why are all these ex-cons terrible? I'm used to like a couple of them being terrible. They are all terrible.
Terrible, yeah.
How did we get here?
Maybe because you binged. Maybe you didn't have time to.
I was just like, and I'm watching it, rewatching it every Friday. Come on at 8:00. I'm like, oh God, it's 90 minutes, and I'm like, I'm sorry. all of these white cons are horrible people, and these men have lost. They are all crazy. They're like, I'm the prize. No, you're a ex-con. Get it straight.
I remember Corey, I think years ago, Corey watched it, and the times I watched with him, it was good. Maybe I keep saying I'll have to get back in, but I'm not even going to throw that out there yet. It's going to have to be one of them times where I take
You're going to have to get in the mood to watch it, because you'd be like, oh,
yeah,
what is this?
Yeah. Well, speaking of the mood, Angela set the mood when she said, well, it was fun. The joke Angela made that said Britt confused a bodysuit with her toothbrush for that big mouth. On the dentist,
miles like on your mouth. I'm like, girl, put that on a t-shirt, honey.
Listen, you got miles on that. You're a whore. That's still. And evidently, they said in the after show previously, that's why Angela said I'm not one of Charles's whores, is because they said that Angela actually said, you're one of Charles's whore. You could be one of Charles's whores. Yeah.
Why would you? Okay, girl.
Yeah. But when she said that about her big toothbrush, you know how like at the dentist they show like the big gums like with the toothbrush. I was like,
girl, I'm like, why would you even say that? And I'm like, y'all talk about her mouth. I'm like, so nobody's making any jokes about Kleenex. I'm like, girl, hold on, let me get you a tissue, blow your nose, and then talk to me.
Yes. So I was listening to her talk the other day, and I was like, how does somebody get used to that? Like,
it's like
people around you.
Like you sound congested. I'm like, girl, what is going on?
You always sound congested. Why do you always sound congested?
Like, do you hear it? Because she didn't used to sound like that.
I'm like,
yeah. Have you saw that video of her talking like years ago when she wanted to be on like this show? It was circulating.
No.
She didn't sound like that.
She didn't sound like that at all. Oh.
And it makes me believe her and her sister, Cher, the one that had the outburst, went to the same doctor, because Cher, that sister sounds like that, but that other sister does not when they called her. Yeah,
the one that was sort of phone. I'm like, girl, she's like,
yeah,
that whole thing with her family and one screaming into the phone.
It wasn't even.
I'm like,
what about what I want?
Right. I'm like, do y'all not all have the same daddy? Is that what I'm watching right now? Yeah, like, I'm so confused.
And I wasn't even really like, I mean, I prayed for their grief, because I know that grief can come in waves, and it can. You know that. But
I was so confused. I was like,
is this supposed to?
I don't understand y'all dynamic, because your mama has a different dynamic, but it's like everybody's grief journey is so different.
Yeah.
I'm like, are you all grieving the same person? I'm just like, who? Wait a minute. Who are you talking? Who are you talking about? Who are you talking about? Who is she talking about? I'm like,
right.
Are y'all? Who are you grieving?
That's a good way to put it. Like, are y'all grieving the same person? Yeah, that's true.
What is happening here?
That's true. Because it did seem very like, oh, okay.
Okay.
This is, yeah, yes.
It's like, Britt Edie, you and your complicated story, like, you're definitely lying by omission about a lot
of things. And she needs to be grieving this event. And I'm mad that on the after show, they didn't get their take. Like, only certain people spoke on it. Like, I've noticed they're all not speaking on everything. I'm like, well, that's why they're so quick. Yeah. Oh. Unlike the Valley, the after show is as long as the show, it feels like.
It's like, can y'all shut up about
yeah.
I'm like, why? I'm like, girl, y'all are going scene by scene on this after show for the Valley. I'm like, girl, what is happening right now?
Yes. Exactly. I'm like, oh, when they cut to when it plays the music that's gone off and come back on, I'm like, oh, it's coming back on. Oh, okay.
Right.
Now,
it's like, right. It's like, girl,
somebody, I didn't catch who, somebody asked Britt what was her inspiration for starting it, and she said when she got the BBL, she had to wear the ugly shapewear, but then afterwards she had that idea. Her and all her staff in 2020 went to Miami, and she let her staff get whatever they want done.
You have a staff?
Was it her insurance staff?
What staff?
That's what I was wondering.
Because I don't think you have a staff that is in charge of this event. Because if you did, somebody getting fired.
Yeah, like, what staff did she take with her? I was trying to think, like, and who all got what? I would love to know. Staff, if you're listening, let me know.
Please DM Taria and say, oh, this is what
Where's Stephanie at Mocha Minutes?
Please do. Because y'all DM me, I swear I'm going to laugh. Because I'm like, come to the stage.
Right.
Come to the front.
Come to the front.
To the front. Because I'm like, girl, what staff? Because I say you got staff. I'm like, ma'am, you are leasing cars. Girl. And there's nothing wrong with leasing cars. I just want to let y'all know this. There's nothing wrong with leasing cars, because some people I'm like, I can keep this car in 3 years and get a new lease. I definitely get it. But Britt talks like she owns cars.
Yes.
Like she don't lease them.
My husband gets me a car every 2 years, every 3 years.
Because he's leasing it, bitch.
Right. Like, that's not act like.
And there's nothing wrong with that, but I own cars.
Yes, exactly. Exactly.
There's nothing wrong with a lease. Girl, stand up in it.
Yeah. Like, girl. Which Angela then says, Charles doesn't have an outside baby.
How did we get here?
The look on Drew. Drew said, what? Like,
how did we? I was like,
go back.
How did we get here?
Like, it was so funny. And I forget, even Portia made not even, because Portia can be funny. She made a joke like, oh my God. Like, everybody's like,
okay.
And then Britt was like, and I'm not one of his whores. Charles said, I don't date no whores.
It just came out of nowhere.
Who do you date?
Okay,
like,
so do you date trollops? Is that what you're saying? Or you date I don't date whores. I date harlots. Get it straight.
Scallywags.
Okay. It's like unclean women. Like what? Who do you date then?
Right. Like, do you have a dark-skinned woman look like Michael Jackson?
A light-skinned woman look like Michael Jackson. It's like, what do you have? It's like, okay. I'm like, how did this even come up?
The way he was laid back in that chair. There was a part of me that wonders, was there just a hint of him that was a little bit nervous, like where this conversation was going? And did Angela do that on purpose in case somebody came out? Like, oh, I'm going to throw it out there since he's here and y'all want to say all this stuff. Say it. But like, in a way so I could find out information.
Yeah. I'm like, this was like girl, this event was pointless and this table talk was pointless. It's like, why? Oh, girl, so we're not talking about the food. We're not talking about, I'm sorry. I would have asked, hey, hi, what does golf have to do with shapewear?
Yes, like because if that had been Nene, Kenya, Marlo,
they would have said, I don't know, girl. Capacity. It's like, if I'm going golfing, I ain't thinking about no shapewear, child. It's like, I ain't thinking about that.
And I feel like if Portia had somebody to play with, she would have been there too. You know what I mean? Like, they need to play off. They need people to play off of it. I think if it had been like Portia, Nene, Cynthia, all of them at this event, like we really could have got like some one-liners.
And this is no shade to Cynthia Cheekbones, okay? This is no shade. But typically, Cynthia's not the best dressed person at an event. How is she the best dressed person at this event?
Girl, when she came in, I said, Cynthia and her silver, okay.
It was like, oh, okay, she came to a party. I'm like,
because Britt could barely move.
Good. And I was just like, what the hell are you wearing to play golf?
Baby,
you can't bend over and pick up that ball in that dress. You look really cute, but girl, what?
You can't move. In the after show, Shamia said the reason that they didn't have no food was because if Britt had ate something, she would have basically the seams would have let go and it would have hurt all of them. I said, I hope that they're watching these after shows too, so we can.
I hope y'all are.
Yeah.
The reunion coming up. It's like he already called for the question.
The question. Yeah. It's like, yeah. And then we have Drew and Shamia. It annoyed me because Drew, I think, really was trying to apologize and trying to let Shamia know this is why I called you a lapdog. Conflict resolution. That's what they're supposed to do. That should have been a makeup. And when Shamia, it pissed me off when a little, and she has a right to feel that way, but it also pissed me off. Like, you have a right to feel however you want, but it pissed me off when Shamia was like, that was really hurtful. And like Drew was like, what you said was really hurtful. Like, basically you're perpetuating this rumor. Like, you brought up the rumor the first episode, Shamia, and now on behalf of your friend, because you didn't have a beef with her, not saying Portia asked you to do it, but to me, when people fall back on when people will do stuff and be like, because that's the kind of friend I am. It's like, then just be that friend. Like, she
Then
didn't
just be
ask you
that
to do
friend.
that. So
She
I
didn't
was
ask you to do
so,
shit.
yeah, when she was like, I said, girl, she said she regrets it on the after show. She said she regrets it. She said she was like, Decatur, don't slip out. Don't slip out.
Okay. So let me get this. Let me get this
Uh-huh.
right, Shamia. Let
Yeah.
me get this right. When Angela flat out told you why she had an issue with you sitting in audience of Portia joking about fucking her husband, you didn't understand why she would have an issue. Like, why is she so mad at me? Because she ain't had no expectation with Portia.
Yeah.
She don't have the convictions of a wife. Okay? She is getting divorced. So she expected more for you because it seemed like Shamia and Angela were becoming friends or were
Yes,
friends.
yes.
So yes, I'm gonna sit there and look at you like you crazy. Oh, we just kicking. I'm like, so now when Drew comes to you, all of a sudden you don't understand things.
Yeah.
Like, oh,
And
oh.
she said on the after show that, well, Drew has a lapdog or a lapdog in Angela. The difference is Angela was trying to mend things on Drew's behalf. You're trying to create it even further. You're like, what you're bringing
You're
is
trying
not
to
mending.
divide.
Yeah.
Because, okay, this is just me, because I've seen a lot of people do this, and I'm like, now I could have sworn. So nobody else heard Angela say, I feel like Shamia feels like.
Yes.
She said, I'm like, I thought I was going, everybody's like,
No,
she said that Shamia said. I'm like, no, she didn't. She said, I feel like Shamia feels like. She's giving her opinion. And about what she's like, I think this is how she feels. She's saying that's how she feels.
In an interview, Shamia said, Angela, because she said, I feel like Shamia feels like this is it could be a lopsided friendship. Shamia then says, those aren't my words, those are Angela's words. In an interview, she said, Angela asked me, do I ever feel like this is a lopsided friendship? And I said, yeah, sometimes.
So why are you making it seem like Angela made something up? It's like Angela flat out said, I feel.
Yes.
Which really takes the weight off of Shamia. She's like, this is just how I see things.
And she really could have said, I asked Shamia, and Shamia said yes.
Yeah. She could have said, when I asked Shamia, do you think she thinks this is a lopsided friendship? She said yes. That would cause me to pick up my clack fan and cry and squeeze out tears. Portia. Well, fans, yeah. Get your boots off the ground and get out of my face.
Yes. Yes. She literally said Angela was, I guess, like the lapdog to Drew. Like, nah, that's something different. The fact that she wouldn't hear Drew out at that table, and if you notice, and not that it was Portia's job to, and I'm glad she didn't,
Right.
but Portia didn't back her up in that.
Nope. No.
It was out there on your own. And I almost felt like she was saying stuff to be like thinking like, it's going to jump in. Because I didn't like when Kelly, even though they all have a right, but to me, Kelly don't even know Drew. Like, I felt like
Not at all.
the 5 heartbeats, JT, you don't even know her. You don't even know her. Like when he told
You
Josh,
don't
you don't even know this woman.
You know this girl.
So like when Drew said, get to know me, I was like, all right, Drew, I like how Drew, like, but I'm going to need her to. We don't have any readers. Like, Portia is quick and fast. Angela is good too. Portia is good, but Portia don't have anybody to go back.
She don't have nobody to bounce off of.
With.
Y'all needed Kenya here because I think it would have moved a lot
quicker. Didn't it feel like it dragged?
It was like, I'm sorry, what? Can I get a meatball? Can I get a lemon pepper wing? Extra wet? Like, what is this? I'm like, girl, I just want to sit here and eat my food in my box with no tissue paper. It's no presentation. Like, girl.
Like, I miss the days of Kenya saying, everybody tells me I look like Beyonce.
I look like Beyonce. I'm like, girl, what?
Portia says, I'm Solange. And Candy said, y'all sisters. It doesn't have to go back to that, but we need quick, like.
We need something quick, because I'm like, girl, I miss just watching Candy just sit there and eat food, because she be like,
watching it all go on.
She be like, because I'm like, I don't blame him. Like, I'll be like, Candy. I'm like, girl, where is the food?
I'm a spectator too. Yeah, I just, it just really irritated me that Shamia and Drew couldn't have that conversation, and Shamia was doing all that barking and wasn't hearing where Drew was coming from. Like Shamia, if we're gonna start, let's start at the beginning. You started this by bringing it
Correct.
to
You
her,
brought it up.
and like in the after show, Drew was like, "I'm just confused." Like basically, this is how I know it's on behalf of Portia. You and I were friends. We did not have a beef.
Correct. They didn't. Y'all did not have an issue. So it's like you. It's like on one hand, you were telling people if y'all have a problem with Portia, you just bring it up to Portia. I'm like, so why are you bringing up an issue on behalf of Portia, even though she didn't ask you to? Why are you bringing like? Because you don't have an issue with Drew.
Yeah.
That makes you look like it. It makes you look like a lapdog. Point blank. Period.
What do you think about Kelly? Do you think she's loyal to the person she's in front of, or do you think she's in the cut collecting information? Like what do you like? I don't know. What do you think about? What read do you get on Kelly?
Kelly at the time of this when they see the song, she only really seemed like she had loyalty to Britt. Yeah. And with everybody else, it's literally it's tentative. Her loyalty and her respect for them is tentative. It depends. Like, girl, it's contingent. It's contingent on the situation. It's like, because I'm just like, it's like Kelly seems really cool, but then it's kind of like, I thought you were cool with this person. I'm like, I'm so confused about this energy with other. It's like, what's your energy with Drew? I'm like, it didn't even seem like y'all had an issue because you don't really know Drew. Yep. So why does it seem like you have an issue with Drew? I'm like, because you start out this show going, Portia, why are you still that lady's husband? I'm like, that should have been like beginning, grand opening, grand closing with you and Portia, but then it don't seem like it is.
I think Portia purposely scheduled for them, call her to have lunch so she could nip it because she knew Kelly would probably keep saying it. So it was like, oh, let me get her, you know?
Yeah. Because I'm like, I don't get that at all. I'm like, what is y'all issue with Drew? Because you're listening to Portia and like, yeah, because her baby daddy. You mean the baby daddy that she's not divorcing quite now? The baby daddy that she literally said she has a very good relationship with. And now she's literally saying, oh, it's not a big deal. My issue with Drew is like a 2. Girl, it's been a 12 all fucking season.
I was like, girl.
Now you don't care about something that you actually knew. It's like, shit, I'm like, girl, you act like she is literally fucking Dennis, and she is not. First of all, I didn't know he did more than hot dogs. He does beats. Girl, what the hell? It's like, I'm sorry, Portia, what am I watching right now? Because now you lying.
Yeah,
like,
and that's my thing. You knew they were working together, but you were upset they were filming because you wouldn't be able to control the narrative and what they talked about.
And you filmed with Ralph. That's why I was like, now, Portia, you totally just lost me. Because one, you have a good relationship with Dennis, so you shouldn't have anything to worry about because all they're going to talk about is the music. But you decided to bring Ralph with no shirt and a blazer up on our screen, and I'm like, I want you to explain to me why this is okay. Because your issue was always Drew was filming with my baby daddy. Why are you filming with the husband that she literally said he's a piece of shit?
Well,
it's a contentious divorce.
According to Shamia, Drew didn't know. Which then feeds back into the lapdog allegations that you're not beating.
What do you mean she didn't know?
She said that she invited Portia and I guess didn't tell her that Ralph was coming, I thought that's what I heard. Maybe I could be wrong, but I could have swore she said that. Know. But even still, we know why. Okay, if you want to film with him, fine.
Your name was on the call sheet ho. You knew that you was in the call sheet. You knew you was coming to film it. That's ridiculous. You should have said, "Oh, girl, I'm not." You have no problem saying, "Oh, I'm Mike. Me, I don't want to be here anymore." You could have literally said, "Wait, I don't want to be in this scene if Ralph is here." You literally could have did that.
Or you could have been honest and been like, "Oh, you want to film with baby daddies? Cool." Own it. Don't make it seem like it's about a podcast. Girl, please.
Like, y'all podcast is audio. Y'all could have had a phone call. Shut up.
Right. And it's not out. I worked with him on it. It's like, no, you came to get info on Drew.
You came to get tea and a free meal.
And that is not even what Drew was doing.
No. This is for work.
Yeah.
They not sitting around talking about Portia. They sitting around talking about beats and songs.
Like, if Portia was upset because it was sprung on her, I'll give you that. Okay, I knew you were working with him. I didn't know you were filming. Now let's get past that.
What else is she supposed to talk about? This is going to be
this
her
is her life,
like,
right?
What?
That she actually had something going on. And Drew said they are sitting on number 5 at the charts right now. Her album. I said good for her. I was really happy for her. Mm-hmm. And Angela and Cynthia were saying how good it is. They listened to it. Kelly said she's downloaded it. It's good. And then Shamia was like, yeah, I have too. And she was like, you're welcome. Like, girl, you on an interview on V105 talking about the song wasn't okay. But thank you for listening. She knew all the words. It was funny because you have Drew saying, she knows all the words. And then you go back to Kelly and Shamia is literally singing the words. Child looking them up.
Girl.
If you had to rate this episode. Oh my God.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. It's like, I hope it's not gonna be filler episode. I know we gonna be leaving soon. But when I tell you that whole freaking frack scene was
I forgot about that. Oh my gosh. Thank you.
It was so staged and fake. It gave such fake. I'm like, y'all do not sit around talking like that.
Like, okay, real quick, before you get into that, we just saying congratulations to Drew, her scene, signing the record deal. Yay.
Yes.
Okay. Now, go ahead.
When I tell
I'm so glad I forgot. It's in my notes and I forgot about that.
Let me tell y'all something. For the folks that said, where is Phaedra? And she came back. I'm sitting here like, the way that they cut and splice this up and the way that she's explaining this away made me like, I'm sorry, why the fuck did y'all want her back? Because one, you're like, I hate the way that I left this group. She was like, I was playing with fire. I'm like, you were almost there.
That's what
you were almost there. It's like, Stephanie. I played with fire. You, girl, flat out lied. And it's like, and if Portia didn't say anything at that reunion, you would have let Candy just think. You would have left her on that ledge by herself the whole season.
You left Phaedra because it let Portia, even when they were on that vacation that they flash back to,
didn't say
and
nothing.
Candy says, Phaedra, you know this, and Phaedra's like, yeah, I know, like
and I'm like, oh, and now this is where you're explaining it, and we got this fake ass scene. I'm like, see, this is why I don't feel bad for you about whatever the hell Shireen said to you on Married to Medicine. I don't feel bad for you at all, even though that woman literally took your husband and your Hennessy, even though she
shout out to cousin Rodney.
Even though she did. I don't feel sorry for you because it's like, girl, you played with fire a little bit too much. You always got your hand on the fucking stove. You always do.
And in this scene she did, but let me go back. I thought it was going to start off when she said, the last time you saw me, I hate, that's what you said. She said, I hate the way I left this group. I was like, she's going to say, I'm really sorry for what I did. I should have not, even if she had still thrown in the repeated part. I am so sorry for the devastation that I could have caused Candy she didn't even have to say her name well, she should have, but for repeating a rumor. I was with you, Stephanie, almost there. And then when she said played with fire, I was like,
okay. It's like, girl, because remember when they had like on Watch What Happens Live where they had like, it was the girls trip and Andy flat out asked her if she regretted anything from Atlanta and she said no. And I'm like, yeah, I'm good on Phaedra.
Yeah, she did. Yep. And I feel like they told her she had to address it.
You're going to have to say something.
Yeah.
You're gonna, I regret how. I'm like, girl, this is why Bobby Brown stayed in jail.
I was not expecting that.
Even though that man literally would not stop breaking the law.
Yeah.
But still, it was like, girl, that's why he always in jail, child. Because, girl, what?
I'm so glad win a case. Cynthia, face was tea, the makeup, the hair, the lip.
Win a case.
Yes, win a case. I said, come on, Cynthia. She was on one on that one. Yeah.
She was.
Yeah, but I'm with you. I'm so glad you said that. Because I literally almost forgot. Yes, she was almost there. And I tweeted, it's like freaking frack having a Kiki talking about the rumors they heard, but ain't that how one of them lost their peach the last time talking about rumors?
We're doing this, girl, wrong road, because you did this the last time. Because you were sitting at that table, talking about a rumor about Shamea, and then you billing Shamea on this screen. Oh, hey, girl, bitch, fuck you.
Shamea,
it would be fuck you forever from me. I'm just going to tell you this right now, girl. We are never going to be cool. That is her friend.
Yeah,
because everybody got friends who got friends that you not cool with. So I was like, that's Portia's friend.
Everybody got that. That's your friend.
That's your friend. Like, oh, you friends with her? Girl, if she on a trip, I'm fine. We can be cordial, but we are not friends.
And we may even laugh or whatever, but it ain't gonna be no.
Okay,
so you thought the scene was fake too. You didn't get.
It's so fake and phony.
I was trying. I was like, okay, well, it just seemed like a lot of.
I'm like, girl, Portia, you don't even do that with Nene, and that never read fake. It's like, girl. Yeah. What is this fake? I'm like, fake and phony. Forget freaking fact. Fake and phony. Fraud. Because I'm like, girl, and you're doing it again. I'm like, so you didn't learn. Y'all didn't learn anything, did you?
And then to sit in that confessional and start, like, I heard Drew like tacos. Girl, when she said Britt Edie, in that confessional, when she called her Edie Britt, I said, did she do that on purpose? My God, today. She said Edie Britt. I said, okay.
Girl, I was like, it sounds
I'm
like. I'm
glad that you brought that up. Yeah.
I'm glad. It sounds like Phaedra's going to be in Grenada. She wouldn't be on my trip. I'm going to tell you that right now.
Did you see how they incorporated her, like the commercial, and then she was holding her peach?
Yes. I'm like.
It's like, well, she's back.
Okay, is it just me, or are they not showing the intro with taglines in the last few episodes?
They haven't. They haven't.
I'm like, I feel like they've only shown it like once.
Do.
Oh yeah, I'm like, why y'all giving taglines and y'all not really showing the taglines?
Right. Yeah.
I thought it was just me.
No, it's not. No, it's not just you. Oh, I'm so glad you brought up that, because I meant to ask you about that. That how did you feel about
fake and phony? It was just like, if y'all are real friends, it's like, it seemed like y'all were putting on for the cameras. And I'm like, that's not real friends. And that's not how me and Taria will be in real life. We'd be like, girl, what is going on?
Yeah.
It's like, it would seem like we are because we are actually friends. It seemed like y'all are acting.
And
what in the off-Broadway is going on? What Chitlin Circuit, like, play are we watching right now?
Right. And we know that y'all made up, but y'all could have said, look, our friendship, you know how Phaedra was like, our friendship goes up and down. You could have said, because I'll never forget when Portia was on Watch What Happens Live, when she was leaving Atlanta, and she was talking about the pursuit of Portia. And I think Andy asked her about Phaedra, and she said that they had talked, like, don't make us seem like y'all have been friends this entire, you haven't been. And y'all haven't been in the same circles.
Yeah, because like as of late in the last few months, we've seen them out. Like
now, right?
Like it's been Phaedra, Portia, Cynthia, because Cynthia,
girl.
Yeah. I'm a leave.
Phaedra and Portia was over in Nigeria, weren't they?
See, that's the thing. I feel like if Simon and Portia were still together, that cast trip probably would have been Nigeria.
Oh yeah.
It's like, I think it really would have been, because they're cool, and it's like, Simon got whatever, like, properties he got over there, so it's like, I feel like they would have stayed at, like, one of Simon's homes in Nigeria, and that would have been the trip.
Okay. And now that I'm thinking about it, when we kept seeing the trailer before it came out, and they show Shamea, like, clearly they're out, and she's like, please stop, I know this person. I thought in my mind Shamea was giving the trip. But it's Kelly. Okay. So yeah, I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah, it's like, not Kelly.
Well, I guess we're in for. Do we have 2 more episodes or 1? Because normally they don't end the season on a cast trip. They come back, and
that's what I'm thinking. But I wonder if they're going to do the same thing that Salt Lake did. Like the cast trip was the end of the season.
Oh, that's right.
With the cast trip. I think,
on a bad note. That's right.
Right, on a bad note. So I was like, hopefully it's not, because it's like we got the mid-season trailer a couple of weeks ago. So I
it can't be, because they still have Angela's party. So I would say 2 episodes, because we still have Angela's party.
Because I think, what did they say? Like Phaedra's gonna be in the last 6 episodes.
We getting that many episodes? 6? I thought they said 3.
Maybe it was 3. I don't know, because it's like or maybe she was in the last 6 weeks of filming. I'm like,
let me ask
y'all. Don't quote me.
I'm about to find out. Let's see. How many episodes are in The Real Housewives of Atlanta season 16?
Come on, Siri, hook us up.
11.
Oh, we got 11 more episodes?
No, there's 11 total. That's what it says. Hold on. It's saying, oh, no. The Real Housewives of Atlanta season 16 has 12. That's what it say. Let me see. It says
what?
Number of episodes, 12. List of episodes. Let's see. Yep, welcome ATL. So right now we're on. That is so wrong. That is 2008. Why are you acting like such a like? Are you really trying to make me look dumb right now? You know that I'm.
Not trying.
Okay, here we go. Season 13. It says season 16, 2025.
The crack is back. Lord have mercy.
It's saying 13. Oh, wait. This is saying, oh, the reunion must be 3 parts because, or this could be wrong because the frack is back. Yeah, it was this week. But then it says, you notice it says chapter 1 reset, then TBA. So are they trying to use, well, I'm on Wikipedia and it shows 15 total. So this week just aired. Then they have one for June 1st, June 8th, and June 15th. So maybe they are making next week the finale. Maybe. So they're going to have a trip and a party?
That's so weird because they're talking about TBA,
up
to the 15th. That is so weird.
Yeah. Are they debating whether or not they're going to drop 3 more episodes? I wonder. Like,
yeah, I'm like, how many? Because it's saying number of episodes 12, or is that 12 that they've already shown? It's like, what? Okay, 12 they've already shown. So it's like y'all doing 15, 16 maybe. I don't know.
Yeah.
But that don't make any sense. I mean, I guess I could check my DVR, child, but
that is so crazy.
That is so weird.
All right, well, child. I guess we shall see. I'll be seated for the rest.
Oh.
To see what's going to happen.
That's it. I guess I'll be watching the reunion on Peacock because I swear it's so funny. Like, cause I've been watching like reunions on Peacock because they always got the extra parts, and then it's kind of like, okay, did they show this? I'm like, what part is extra? Because girl,
yeah. Or sometimes if you're recapping, it's like you have to say, well, I watched it on Peacock because people are like, that wasn't an episode, and it's like, no,
that wasn't on the original episode. I'm like, yeah, because. Oh, so this is sidebar, but you watch The Valley, you know that video came out about Watch What Happens Live when Janet was on the show and they had 2 different versions where one of the questions was taken out. I was like,
what made them take the question out? Yeah.
Like, oh.
And I wonder, was it legal because if Nia wanted to pursue something, she could?
Because I was like, wait a minute. That
admitted to talking
like,
about
who caught that? Like,
right.
Like,
no. Who caught that? Yes. Who caught that? Girl, I'm about to get off here, eat, and watch The Valley actually and get caught up.
Yeah, honey. When I tell you, I'm like, Jesse and Michelle are, I'm like, okay, so why am I like, one, Jesse is a terrible person. Okay? And I'm like, now, Michelle, you gonna make me defend this man? And I'm like, now,
that's what people are saying.
Like, Janet, like, this is the thing. Janet be getting on my nerves, but I'm with her when she's right. She's like, I done cheated on your ass, too. I'm like, okay, so damn it. Okay,
right. You don't worry.
Damn it. It's like,
well, I'm getting ready to go watch now so I can see. Like, I even got my glasses and my contacts down here, so I ain't even got to go back up steps. I'm be turning it on. So, Stephanie, thank you so much.
Thank you so much for having me.
Stephanie has been on so many times before. But clearly this won't be her last time back. So Stephanie, please let the people know where they can find you.
So again, thank you so much. I appreciate this. I always have a good time. You can find the Mocha Minutes podcast wherever you catch your podcast. Guess I will be coming back with more episodes. It's just been a very wild few months. So for my consistency, but I'll be coming back. Might be a few solo dolo rants because people are peopling right now.
Yes.
But you can follow me, Instagram, the Zeitgeist X or Twitter because his mama called him Twitter, so I'm gonna call him Twitter. Mocha Minutes. You can follow me there. If you would like to buy me a coffee, buymeacoffee.com/Mocha Minutes. wherever you can find it, please would love it. I appreciate everybody's support.
All right, y'all. Make sure y'all go support Stephanie. I will have her link in the description, and we'll talk to y'all later. See ya.
Bye, y'all.